always at your side.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
Don't downplay your achievements. The Shadow Curse would still hold sway if not for you.
One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid. To be a leader.
You could resume your position at the Grove once we've defeated the Absolute.
I thought that would be the case once. Yet. Perhaps the Grove will not need me. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long. I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
Have you heard from Thanel since we moved on?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
Are you still content by my side? This doesn't have to be your fight, and it's certainly not your typical habitat.
The city, you mean? With all its noise, smoke, stone, and bustle? I would not be here given the choice, but I promised you my support. And that is what you shall have. Still, though, this place crawls with life. But little of it flourishes. I see refugees unhoused, the destitute unwanted, orphans unloved. The city is like a forest with an overgrown canopy. Light and nourishment cannot penetrate to those who need it the most, and still it draws them in. The safety of numbers, the promise of civilization, the dream of better. All that potential is too often destined to die in the dark and rot in the gutter. I wish there was a better way. I wish everyone could see the sun, have a full belly, and know nature as a friend. There is a balance that is yet to be found. Listen to me, preaching like an initiate in his cups.
It's a fine dream. Perhaps you can find the balance.
Yes, I hope so. But we have a battle to win before any of that.
Looking ahead.
The dog holds a well-chewed ball in his mouth.
Hand that over.
All right. It's only fair that you enjoy it too. But if you feel like throwing it, I wouldn't mind that at all.
I'm gonna pet him.
Gazette has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gontash.
What's he got to say for
Fished these waters my whole life. Never known anything like it. Something's going on down there. I bet my net on it.
How do fish even get dirty? They live in water.
Waste that to the armor. This catch is spoiled. You'll have to wait for the next boat.
Do these fish...
1,000 gold, all in cash, no notes.
Fish?
So,
What now?
pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Of course they do. They're fish.
Alright, what now?
I'm telling you, there's something off about them.
Time to press ahead. Very well.
Oh, Wavemother, Queen of the Depths, hear me. Please carry Holly to her final rest in the deep wilds. Please. Sorry, are you here for Wave Servant Holly's funeral? Oh, it's already started. They're just inside.
Is that what the singing is for?
Yes. Oh, please, you're most welcome. We have much to be thankful for. May the Wave Mother smile on you as she did Holly.
Isn't she?
What if she knows you've given her all that? Let's start figuring the story now.
There's enough offerings in here for a trip to the vault. Off you go, Fitz.
I was just about to.
The Wavemother sees all. Even you.
Humble his name. Pray for this most holy death. Rejoice, sisters, for Umberly has blessed her humble daughter with a pure death. Her lips blue with her kiss, her lungs full of her quenching word. Umberly's mercy saved her from a slow, sinking death in the beast's shadow. How dare this beast sully the safety of Grey Harbor? We will find its master and send him struggling into the bitch queen's embrace. Not a sweet sleep like Holly's, but a suffocating flood of fruitless gasps and bursting flesh. You, supplicant, what tribute do you bring to honor the Wave Mother's fallen daughter?
I bought gold.
A fine offering. Always appreciated in the eyes of the Wave Mother. Your tribute is well received. Breathe deep as she permits.
Did this person drown?
Yes. Thank the Wave Mother. Blessed Umberly saw fit to spare her an ignoble death. But her passing was not as the Wave Mother intended. It was a beast who took her life. An unnatural one whose very existence is an affront to Umberly. A wretched metal monstrosity hewn by hubris. A rusting pollutant that bleeds black blood into Umberly's pristine waters.
I'm good at slaying beasts. Maybe I could help you.
The Queen of the Depths is generous to those who serve her, and her favor is far less deadly than her wrath. find the master of this poisonous beast and slay him, then one of her most precious gifts shall be yours.
This precious gift isn't drowning, is it?
That privilege is not yours to earn.
Where can I find the beast's master?
The beast struck Holly while she was swimming in Grey Harbor. She was found by some fishermen. We haven't found its lair as yet. Perhaps you can find where the beast takes its slumber and skewer it before it wakes.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Salt kiss your brow. We await your return and the Beastmaster's demise. Glorious Wavemother, pour fury upon the beast responsible for this injustice. Leave its master.
Floodtide is the Umberland holy day celebrating the arrival of the winter storms with the sacrifice of a withered crone. Darktide is the Umberland holy day celebrating the late summer neap tide with the sacrifice of a black hippocampus. First Tide is the Umberland holy day when the harbours first opened to spring sea trade, celebrated by sacrificing a great turtle. Second Tide is the Umberland holy day when the timber harvest for shipbuilding is blessed by the sacrifice of a juvenile kraken.
What's hiding here?
I'm not surprised. The water's been dry as anything recently. Haven't had a clean catch in a 10-day or more. You'll have to wash them all. Marek will never let you go.
Bedtime story to my little ones in a 10-day.
Are you really just looking for a bride?
Are you looking to get stone flat by a steel watch?
They should be at home with their loved ones.
There was a time when we had a Hillary in the wild. Small enough.
Blasty. This cargo's heavy as lead, and I've got lumbago issues.
some of these crates here.
Should have docked her under one of those cranes and let the pulleys do the lifting.
Blood? No. Oil. Leading right inside. Huh?
Oh, for a skeleton key.
Still alive, so that's progress. Light on my feet.
Step to it.
Let's have some carnage. Keep them guessing.
Weep if you wish. Minsk will not judge. Villainous face, meet virtuous fist.
Nothing will stand in my way. Light on my feet.
Hungry for the slaughter. Delicious.
Can we fight now? Who is not used to this taking of turns?
Nothing important is ever easy.
Something over there.
Lost in thought.
Justice walks on 4 feet and sleeps in my boot.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. No one's stopping me. Let's get going.
should be easy.
Still breathing, despite everything. What's in here?
Page after page within this book is covered with diagrams and schematics of a pressurized underwater research facility to be built in Grey Harbor atop the sunken stone structure of Savarok's Iron Throne headquarters.
Never wanted the easy path. Seems simple enough.
Antiope. Received your note of demanding that I double the payment rate for your services as my Shawugin Wrangler. While I appreciate candor in my direct reports, some of your remarks might have been regarded as disrespect. I'm going to give you a chance to rethink your position. I'm sure if you think hard, you'll come around to my way of thinking. Lord Gortash, found on the body in a prison cell. An Archduke's Leadership Surveillance, a pamphlet written by the Gortash for Archduke Voluntary Campaign. As Archduke, Lord Gortash's top priority will be surveillance to ensure that disloyal elements do not threaten Baldur's Gate and its people from within. No policy can be more important, written in 1984.
Watch your back. Let's move.
What to do? I'll give it a shot. What path lies before me?
Well, hello. Moving.
Oi! What's this? You ain't supposed to be down here, mate.
You spot a curious metal contraption in the water. A submersible.
Sorry, I just got turned around.
Like I've never heard that one before. Get lost.
How delicious.
Oi! What's this? You ain't supposed to be down here, mate.
You spot a curious metal contraption in the water. A submersible.
Boss sent me here to check up on the situation down there.
No news is good news, right? Especially with the rough water between here and the Iron Throne. No prisoners lost in the last batch of runs either, though them servants of Umbly are making the trip damn near deadly. Bloody salt is always flopping around in the water. I've almost hit one or two now. Might have even nicked one off the port bow the other day. Maybe that'll teach them to keep out of the way.
Who are these prisoners?
Gundians, mostly. Collateral to keep those working in the Steel Watch foundry under control.
I've never heard of this Iron Throne.
It's an underwater prison. Most secure in the realms. Myself and Cap are the only ones who can make it there in one piece.
You killed one of those servants of Umberly. Now they want you dead.
Oh, yeah? And are you here to make good on that?
I'll make you a deal. Take me to the Iron Throne, and I'll protect you from Umberly's servants.
Bloody mermaids. I'll take you in, but look, there's some bad shit going down in there. You don't want to get involved. Neither did I, but it was them, or me. I'll get Cat warmed up. Get in when you're ready.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong? I thought we were friends.
What are you doing here?
The Iron Throne, a ruin from the city's dark past that could become a template for a brighter future. It is a most useful tool for motivating my Gondian workforce, key to the construction of the Steel Watch that keep the city safe. But like all tools, the moment it ceases to be useful, I will break it. thanks to your trespassing, that moment may have come. Return to the city, find Orin, and claim her Netherstone as you agreed to do.
I thought I did.
And then I will forget this transgression.
Your conscience pricks. You did agree to an alliance after all. But then again, what honor need there be with someone like Gortash? How many people are trapped within? How many lives will be lost?
I'm going to dock at the Iron Throne.
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all of this.
Halt.
A cold, suckering wetness grasps at your mind. A voice, familiar to you from the Underdark, wraps itself around your brain.
You must act with haste. Duke Ravengard is held within these walls. He must be extracted.
Amulam? Is that you?
Normally I would find your people's lust for pleasantries amusing. Unfortunately, we have no time. There are many hostages here. Duke Ravengard, chief among them. He needs your help.
Where are you?
Do not concern yourself with me. The city will be best served if you save Duke Ravengard.
Tell me what to do.
Duke Ravengard is held in the security wing. Be careful. There are many hazards. This structure is collapsing. Act with speed. Act with efficiency. Good luck.
Lance board is set. Go for the throat. Can you feel death's cold grip? This will do nicely.
Hey! Get me out of here!
You point, I punch. Charge! But charge quietly. To arms! Wait, no! To swords! Who will do the honors?
Free the others.
Time to press ahead. Sometimes the only way out is through.
Go! Run! I can make it.
Creator. Destroyer. Striking distance.
Thank you. I thought I was done for.
I have missed this. The adventure, the danger, the kicking of butts.
So much for peace. One day, I'll catch a break.
Running, lads! We might be rid of this shite hole yet!
Step by step. Battle of wits. Quite go back.
inside out. On my way.
To glory, or glorious death! Who is not? So die in silence, evil!
Time for some bloody work. Can't slow down.
Keep going! Don't look back, whatever you do!
Shall be done.
What fools these mortals be. I speak, they burn.
Quastico factum!
Come on, can't stay idle. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Swallow your battle cries, fiend, and wash them down with steel!
I won't give in. With haste.
Miss this.
Not kicking for goodness! Who says smite? That means I must hit you very hard, I think.
What path lies before me?
The submersible. You must return there. Now. It's the only way we'll survive this.
Butt kicking, for goodness! Who breaks the hearts? Minsk breaks the bones!
to get out!
Let's spill some blood.
Not kicking for goodness! My hamster has died on dogfish. You are but a tiny crumb.
Very well.
Calmness greets you as the submersible slows to a halt. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. The same cannot be said for most of Gortash's hostages.
Gods, we made it! We actually made it! All right, we're good to go. Say goodbye to Cap and come up the hatch when you're ready.
Better not be cursed.
You were to administer Umberlee's justice. Instead, you conspire with the abomination. He who sickened the harbor with blood so black the sea itself chokes.
Gods, they're nuts. You have to help me.
Step out of the way. Protect him, and Umberlee will swallow you whole.
He's all yours.
What? Mate, you've got to be kidding.
Come quietly. The Sea Queen will judge you.
I surrender, all right. You wouldn't hurt a harmless man, right? And you. Thanks for nothing, prick.
It's over! It's finally over! We're safe!
Submersible's broken. Can't seem to turn it on.
As you wish.
Never a dull moment.
It feels ridiculous to still be thinking about Cazador. He's gone. I'm here. I won. But I still keep reliving everything that happened. Playing it over and over in my mind.
And how does it feel?
Invigorating. Terrifying. All of the above. I'm still trying to understand it, really. I came so close to losing everything back there. To losing myself. Back at the ritual, all I could see was the power on offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was. But you saw something in me. Someone else I could be. Someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago. You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you.
The ritual would have changed you. I'm glad you resisted it.
So am I. Fun as all that power would have been, this feels more... me. When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now. And I get to share it with you as a partner. An equal. You saved me from myself. And let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly, free. This is a gift, you know. Thank you. I won't forget it.
Do you feel it, Boo? The path of virtue beneath my boots once more. Boo and I, we are in your debt, my friend.
You're quite quick to call me friend.
Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends?
Of course we're friends, friend.
Then you have a sword at your side and a hamster at hand, whenever you need them. Unless I die, or you die, or you do anything at all to upset Boo. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through?
Answer me honestly. What's with the hamster?
Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough?
I speak with animals. Why can't I understand him?
Can you not? Do you not see his noble bearing? The deep wells of wisdom that are his eyes? Boo speaks of much. Perhaps one day, you will be ready to listen.
Enough joking. Does the hamster actually speak to you?
There is nothing jestful in the bond between a ranger and his companion. Before Boo, I was a typical berserker of Rashomon. Duty-bound and full of my own seriousness. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, however, they are easily ambushed. Brigands split my skull like a sodden wineskin. It was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt the great poking finger of justice, marking Minsk as its champion and Boo as my guide. As for the headache, well, justice cannot always afford to be gentle.
So you're a paladin of justice?
Do not be ridiculous. If any of us is chosen by the gods, it is obviously Boo. Now, shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers.
I'd like to know a little more about you.
Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures.
Jahara said you spent a century as a statue on the Wide. I'd like to hear about that.
Ah, you come in search of stories. It is not yet time to tuck Boo in for the night, but very well. After our adventurings with the Ballspawn, Boo had had his fill of godly flesh. So, we returned to Baldur's Gate for a time. After all, in every city there is a sweaty underbelly, crying out for a virtuous scrubbing. None better to wield a brush than Minsk and Boo. Perhaps we rubbed some villain's rump a little too raw. This Minsk does not know. One moment we stood in the city's slums, the next, ambush! Then Minsk and Boo woke on the Wide, with stone dust in sensitive places.
So that's how you became known as the Stone Lord.
Aha! Perhaps this is the reason, Boo. It is not because of the legendary thickness of my skull.
And you never saw who did it?
The mind of Minsk was occupied with important matters. I was browsing a slum vendor's stall, looking for Boo's favorite nuts. And then, I was stoned. For Minsk, those years passed as quick as a hiccup. It was long ago, then it is now.
You traveled 100 years in a moment. What do you make of this new world?
I do not like these metal men on the streets, or the villains who hide behind them. But the new world is not so different to the old one. The city still clings to the hill. The sea still stretches on forever. And the stench of evil still makes Boo wish for a tiny peg on his nose. As long as that stench remains, no matter how old or young the world is, Minsk and Boo will not rest.
Is it true you traveled with the Ballspawn who saved Baldur's Gate?
Countless tales are told of Boo and Minsk. Many of them are so outlandish that even I do not know if they are true. Did Minsk bravely fend off the seductive vials of a succubus in the cloisters of Candlekeep? Maybe. Did he take a bath in the river Styx and temporarily forget himself? I do not remember. Did he travel with a spawn of the god of murder, who warred against his evil brethren and battled triumphantly at the throne of Baal itself? Of course! It was a splendid adventure.
How did you come to trust the spawn of such an evil god?
Oh, a curious question. Are a child and his father always alike? Take Minsk. He does not have a clear memory of the face of his father, but he does remember tugging on the thick, red whiskers that sprang from his chin. A beard for the ages. Boo could have nested there happily through even the harshest of Rashomon winters. Now, look closely at Minsk, and what do you see?
A fabulous tattoo.
Your gaze is naturally caught on my handsome face. The face that is loved by all, but cast your eyes down, just a little. Not so far as to make Minsk blush. Do you see it? Who is correct? No beard! There are more whiskers on his tiny face than on the mighty chin of Minsk. If Minsk did not inherit the flaming red hair of his mother, or the bushy red beard of his father, why would the spawn of Baal inherit his wickedness?
That's surprisingly insightful.
I have many more thoughts about beards to share. I did not know you cared to hear them.
I guess that's enough Minsk for now.
What's on your mind?
Do you regret not using the orb when you had the chance?
I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing.
Aw.
One day I'll catch a break.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. I just wish more of us had made it through. But morning can wait. We were kept hostage to control our families in the Steel Watch Foundry, to keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please. They need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel might.
All right, I will help the foundry workers rebel.
Gond smiles on me this day. Thank you.
Listen, lass. Only a special sort could have done what you did. Thank you.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
When do I get a break from your whining?
I have a lot on my mind.
You're so adorable when you're thinking what to say.
You can feed on me tonight if you'd like.
Then I'll see you tonight, you sweet, generous thing.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
All's well that ends as bad as it could have. Let's move.
Amicus animal.
Don't touch me.
got a long road ahead.
Keep a blade close.
No one back home will ever believe this.
You're so adorable when you're thinking what to say.
Can we talk about the two of us?
Well, now's as good a time as any.
What are we to you?
Nothing special, of course. You're only the first person who I truly care for. You're so adorable when you're thinking what to say.
Can we talk about the two of us?
Yes, my sweet. What is it?
I promise I'll keep you safe always. You'll never need the powers of an Ascendant.
It would be nice not to have to rely on you as my great protector. But, well, I do appreciate the thought.
What are we to you?
Nothing special, of course. You're only the first person who I truly care for.
With haste.